After years of waiting and uncertainty, stimulus checks are making a comeback, and January 20th, 2026 could be the day that changes everything for millions of Americans. Imagine receiving a direct financial boost that helps ease the burden of rising costs, debt, and daily expenses. This isn't just a rumor or wishful thinking, it's becoming a reality that could transform your financial outlook in the new year. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the upcoming stimulus checks, who qualifies, how much you might get, and what the latest government plans mean for your wallet. With inflation still high and economic pressures mounting, this new round of stimulus payments could be the lifeline so many people have been waiting for. We'll also explore how this could impact the broader economy, what experts are saying, and why January 20th is the date to watch closely. Whether you're a student, a retiree, or somewhere in between, understanding these changes is essential for planning your finances in 2026. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and make sure you don't miss out on these crucial updates, hit that like button right now. Your support helps us bring you timely, accurate information that can make a real difference. Don't wait. The countdown to January 20th starts now. When stimulus checks first became a part of our national conversation, they were a lifeline for millions of Americans facing unprecedented financial hardship. Many families relied on those payments to cover rent, groceries, and essential bills during times of uncertainty. After years without new stimulus rounds, the news that stimulus checks might finally be back starting January 20th, 2026 is causing a wave of hope and curiosity. What exactly does this mean for you? Who will qualify? How much could you get? And what should you be doing to prepare? These are the questions on everyone's minds as we look ahead to a potential game-changing moment in personal finance. The backdrop to this development is complex but important to understand. Over the past few years, the economy has seen massive shifts, from pandemic recovery efforts to inflation spikes and fluctuating job markets. Stimulus payments have historically been a tool the government uses to inject money directly into the economy while providing immediate relief to those who need it most. January 20th, 2026 isn't just a date on the calendar. It could mark the start of a new wave of financial assistance aimed at boosting households and stimulating economic growth. You might wonder why it took so long for stimulus checks to make a comeback. The truth lies in the delicate balance policymakers face. Stimulus payments come with benefits, but also challenges. While these checks provide direct relief, they also increase government spending and can affect inflation. The decision to reintroduce stimulus checks involves weighing the immediate needs of Americans against broader economic impacts. The upcoming program aims to address these concerns with a more targeted and sustainable approach, based on lessons learned from previous rounds. So who stands to benefit? Early indications suggest that eligibility may be designed to focus on low and middle-income Americans, those who have felt the brunt of rising costs and economic uncertainty. Unlike past stimulus packages that sometimes had broader reach, this new round could prioritize people who are most likely to need financial support, ensuring funds are directed where they can have the greatest impact. This means you'll want to keep an eye on official announcements, as details about income thresholds, filing requirements, and distribution methods will shape your eligibility. The amount you might receive is another key question. While there's no official figure yet, economists speculate that the payments could range anywhere from a few hundred to over $1,000 per individual, depending on factors like income, household size, and financial need. Some expect the payments to be structured in tiers, with additional funds for families with children or seniors. This tiered approach aims to provide a fair and effective boost, tailored to different financial situations. Understanding how the government plans to distribute these payments is equally important. Previous stimulus efforts used direct deposits, checks, and prepaid debit cards to get money to people quickly. For 2026, we may see advancements in digital payment platforms designed to speed up delivery and reduce errors. Additionally, integration with tax records and Social Security databases could make the process smoother and more automatic, minimizing paperwork for recipients. This return of stimulus checks also has broader implications. On a national level, increased consumer spending fueled by stimulus payments could help revitalize businesses, especially small and local enterprises still recovering from recent economic strains. More money in consumers' hands means more dollars circulating in the economy, potentially spurring job creation and economic growth. However, experts also caution that the timing and scale of these payments will be crucial to avoid overheating the economy or driving inflation higher. Speaking of inflation, it's natural to worry about whether stimulus checks could worsen price increases. The government is aware of these risks and appears to be designing this new stimulus with inflation control in mind. This means carefully calibrated payment amounts and timing, possibly spaced out over months rather than lump sums to moderate spending surges. By balancing relief with economic stability, policymakers hope to maximize benefits without fueling inflationary pressures. It's also worth considering how stimulus payments interact with other social programs. Many Americans rely on benefits like unemployment insurance, food assistance, or housing subsidies. Policymakers will need to ensure that stimulus checks complement these programs without unintended consequences, such as reductions in eligibility or benefit amounts. Clear guidance will be essential to help people understand how new stimulus payments fit into their overall financial picture. If you're wondering how to prepare for the arrival of stimulus checks, there are a few steps you can take right now. Keeping your personal information up to date with the IRS and Social Security Administration is crucial, as this will ensure that payments reach you without delay. Filing your taxes on time and accurately is more important than ever, since tax records often serve as the foundation for verifying eligibility. Additionally, beware of scams. Unfortunately, stimulus programs often attract fraudulent schemes, so always rely on official government channels for information. Financial planning is also key. Receiving a lump sum or series of payments can be a significant financial event, and using the funds wisely can make a big difference. Experts recommend prioritizing high-interest debt, essential expenses, and building emergency savings. It's tempting to spend stimulus money quickly, but thoughtful management can turn it into lasting financial security. For families, stimulus checks could provide a chance to address overdue bills, invest in children's education, or improve living conditions. Retirees might use the money to cover medical costs or supplement fixed incomes. Students could pay down loans or buy necessary supplies. The possibilities are as varied as the recipients themselves, underscoring the importance of tailoring financial decisions to individual needs. Community impact is another vital angle. Stimulus payments can uplift entire neighborhoods and regions by increasing purchasing power and enabling residents to support local businesses. This ripple effect benefits workers, entrepreneurs, and public services. Understanding how these payments affect your community can inspire collective action and planning to maximize benefits. On a technological front, innovations like direct deposit apps, mobile banking, and online tax services are making it easier for people to access and manage stimulus funds. However, digital divides remain a challenge for some populations, including seniors and rural residents. Bridging this gap through outreach and education will be important to ensure equitable access. Looking beyond the immediate, this round of stimulus checks may signal a shift in how the government approaches economic support. Rather than large, one-off payments, there could be a move toward more frequent, smaller disbursements designed to smooth consumption and provide steady assistance. This concept, sometimes called economic stabilization, seeks to keep the economy resilient without triggering volatility. It's also possible that future stimulus efforts will be tied more closely to specific needs, such as healthcare expenses, education costs, or housing. By targeting funds more precisely, policymakers can improve outcomes while using resources efficiently. While anticipation builds, it's natural to have questions and concerns. What happens if you don't receive a payment? How long will the program last? Will there be tax implications? These details will become clearer as official guidelines are released, but staying informed through trusted sources will be vital. Community organizations, financial advisors, and government agencies will play a role in helping people navigate the new stimulus landscape. Workshops, hotlines, and online resources can offer support and clarity. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need assistance, understanding your eligibility, or managing funds. As we approach this date, the best course of action is to stay proactive. Update your information, keep an eye on official announcements, and think strategically about how you would use these payments. Being prepared will help you turn opportunity into security. As the countdown to January 20th, 2026 continues, it's important to remember that stimulus checks are more than just a one-time payment. They represent a renewed effort by the government to support everyday Americans through uncertain times. For many, this financial boost could mean paying off bills that have piled up, repairing credit, or even investing in skills and education to improve long-term prospects. For others, it might be the difference between making ends meet and falling behind. This upcoming round of stimulus payments also highlights the ongoing conversation about economic fairness and resilience. The pandemic exposed many vulnerabilities in our financial systems, and stimulus checks became a critical lifeline. Now, with lessons learned and new challenges on the horizon, policymakers are aiming to design programs that are smarter, more targeted, and better equipped to adapt to changing economic realities. Still, the human element should never be overlooked. Behind every check is a person or family hoping for relief, stability, and a better future. Whether you're a single parent juggling work and childcare, a retiree living on a fixed income, or a student trying to find your footing, this program has the potential to impact your life in meaningful ways. That's why staying informed, asking questions, and planning ahead is so crucial. As January 20th, 2026 draws near, the anticipation around stimulus checks isn't just about receiving money. It's about reclaiming hope, dignity, and financial freedom after years of uncertainty. For so many people, these payments could be the difference between scrambling to cover monthly bills and finally catching a breath. It's about putting power back into the hands of everyday Americans, giving them a fighting chance to build a better tomorrow. But let's be clear, stimulus checks alone won't solve every financial challenge. They're a vital tool, yes, but they must be part of a broader strategy, one that includes thoughtful budgeting, building emergency funds, and making smart financial choices. This moment is an invitation to take control, to create a roadmap for your future where you're not just surviving, but thriving. Think about what that extra financial support could mean in your life: paying off lingering debt that's been weighing you down, covering healthcare costs that keep piling up, investing in your education or your kids' futures, or even starting a small business you've dreamed about for years. The possibilities are vast, and with preparation, you can turn this opportunity into lasting change. On a larger scale, these stimulus payments could breathe new life into communities, fueling local economies, supporting small businesses, and creating jobs. The ripple effects can uplift neighborhoods, helping those who need it most while fostering economic resilience nationwide. It's important to approach this with awareness and caution. Scams and misinformation will undoubtedly rise as the date approaches. Stay connected to trusted sources, verify information through official channels, and never share your personal information with unverified parties. Protecting yourself is just as important as preparing to receive these funds. So, as we inch closer to this historic day, remember that preparation is key. Keep your financial documents up to date, file your taxes promptly, and monitor announcements so you don't miss a beat. Being proactive ensures you'll receive the maximum benefits available to you without unnecessary delays. If this video has helped you understand what's coming and given you a clearer path forward, please hit that like button. It really supports our channel and helps us continue to bring you vital updates. Subscribe and tap the notification bell so you stay informed about every development affecting your financial future. Together, we can face the uncertainties ahead with knowledge, confidence, and resilience. The stimulus checks coming in 2026 might just be the spark that ignites your journey toward financial stability and peace of mind. Thank you for spending this time with us. Here's to your success, security, and a brighter future starting January 20th, 2026 and beyond. Stay safe, stay informed, and most importantly, stay empowered.